Good morning from me, myself, and IDLG Reppin. And I'll say good morning to you all over the world. I mean, you football fans. Or is it good afternoon or good evening to you football fans all over the planet? Yep, it finished Everton 2, Arsenal 1. That's a result that leaves us in huge trouble. We're in turmoil. First half performance, well, not good enough. We left too much spaces for Everton to be comfortable with the ball. We allowed Everton to pass in places. Certain players not doing their jobs properly off the ball. And yet again, Arteta getting it completely wrong. Defensively, starting with the 3 or back 5, it didn't do us any favours at all. You started Kieran Tierney on the left of the 3, Holding on the right of the 3, and in the middle, David Luiz. That setup only sits well with David Luiz because he hasn't got that much defensive work to do. Well, he couldn't do anything for the winning goal. And yet there was not enough intensity or desire or any fight, motivation to get that equaliser early in the second half. Because we didn't create a number of opportunities. And speaking of which, well, you needed a Mesut Ozil on that bench for the last 20 minutes. And you needed to change it. I can't understand. You need to change it long after half hour of that game. Over the last half an hour of that game, you needed to change it. But it was still the same. Lackluster and flat. We're 15th in the league. I'll tell you this for free, Mikel Arteta. If Brighton beat Sheffield United, which I expect them to do, they will go above us on goal difference. We both have -6. All Brighton have to do is win, and they're above us, which leaves us 16th. But Mikel Arteta, I don't fully blame you. I'll give you some of the blame. And I've blamed the players more than you. I've blamed the players a lot. But this is the players that you're picking. They don't give a fuck about Arsenal Football Club. Willian. David Luiz. I'm even done with Eddie Nketiah. I just don't think he's cut out to be the striker that we want. There's more chance of Balogun being that striker than Eddie Nketiah. There is so much more promise in him at the age of 19 than what Eddie Nketiah was. Fact. I've had enough of this this nonsense, and yet we were told to trust the process. Fuck the process. That's what I'm saying. Where has it got us? 15th. -6. I feel ashamed to be an Arsenal fan right now. And fair play to Everton. They stuck to their game plan. And if you look at the setup, Mashiri, Bill Kenwright, and Carlo Ancelotti, compared to our setup, Arteta, Josh Kroenke, and Edu. Well, let's talk about the game anyway. Yeah, the first half, for me, we got that penalty, which is the equaliser by Pepe, but he didn't. But other than that, we didn't do enough, and yet we could see the stupid set piece. We could see the stupid goal from a corner, and we haven't been conceding set pieces. But my word, the marking was non-existent, and that all came after Lennon made a brilliant one-handed left-hand save. But other than that, we are in trouble. We are very much in trouble. I'll tell you that now. We didn't do enough. I'm going to get onto the player rating straight away. Bertrand, I'll just have to give him a 6. He could do nothing. Well, I'm going to have to give him a 5, actually. Another standard 5. No, I'll give him a 5.5. You know why? Because of that one. That one I did save was vital for us, but that led to the corner which they scored from. Gylfi Sigurdsson with the assist, Yeremina with the header at the near post, and the marking again was beyond barbaric yet again. But Leno couldn't do nothing about the 2 goals. You know, he hadn't really nothing much to do apart from pick the ball out of the net twice and make that good save. So I'm going to give him a 5. Right, the back 3, Rob Holding. Fucking dog shit. Fucking cat piss for me. You know, when to defend. He's not tight enough on he's not aware of the danger. He's not aware of danger. He's forces too many passes, and I see how many passes from him? 3. I see up to 3 passes, if not 4, that he forced. I don't want to see my defender force the long passes. You know, playing long balls to Eddie Nketiah, who's gonna come up against 6'4", 6'5" Michael Keane and Yeremina. He is not gonna win a single header in that game. Never in a million years. For me, his distribution of the ball is poor. His defensive positioning equally just as poor. 3. David Luiz. He was the only one who tried. I'm going to give him a 6 because he's the only one who tried to get us going. He didn't have so much defending to do as such, but for me, when called upon, he was the only one that looked like he was going to try for me. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. That's for Holding. I don't want to see him play for Arsenal again. He needs to go. He needs to go. I would have rather gone with Kellen Chambers, personally, but there you go. Anyway, I've done Luiz. I've given him a 6. Tierney. I'll give him a 6. Maybe the best out of the 3. Just edges it above Luiz. But for me, he kept he kept going. He never gave up. He kept producing top-notch crosses, and we didn't have that bread and butter 6'5" striker to finish him. You know, him and Saka on the left, that was so promising. It was worth the watch. Everything goes down to the left, as Troops has said, and you can see it. And shout out to yourself, Troops. I'll always shout you out. Keep doing your thing on Barstool. You're killing it, man. You're murdering it out there. I like that. Respect. Yeah, going back to Tierney, can't really fault him at all. He had nothing to do with the 2 goals. Did he have anything to do with the 2 goals? Hang on, I've just forgotten. I know Holden got an own goal. Oh no, he had nothing to do with the 2. I wouldn't expect him to mark Yeremina. Maybe David Luiz was meant to mark him. And if that's the case, I've just given him a 6. I'll leave it as that. Yeah. He defended when he had to. Attacked when he had to. And, yeah. When he attacked with such a purpose. The end product of his crossing is superb. I'll give him a 6. The wing-backs, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I would prefer him over Bellerin, but not one of his better games. I'm going to have to give him a 4. Don't forget, don't forget. You might hear me giving out the score numbers, but at the same time, if you want to leave a comment about the scores out of 10, then leave it in the comment section. Leave your thoughts and your opinion in the comment section below. But for me, Ainsley Maitland-Niles is a 4 out of 10. Feels like a 3 or 4 out of a 10. Well, then again, I'm going to give him a 5. He did win us the penalty for his perseverance. Defensively, yeah, there was times where he was caught off guard and exposed in these exploited. on he's right there left. I see it at times. I'll give him a 5. Bukayo Saka, another fine, another decent performance. 7.5 for me. For me, he can't do no wrong. He deserves so much better for me. He does deserve so much better. I mean, he's running at players. You know, he's direct. He's trying to make something happen, and he's been our best performer all season, and he's only 19. You know, he is putting the experienced players to shame, hands down, without a question of a doubt. He is putting the experienced players to shame. I'm glad that he played, and I'm glad and proud to say that he's an Arsenal player from the academy. And I could say the same thing about Maitland-Niles, but not one of his better games. Yeah, I have to give him a 4. Not one of his best games. Not for me. So Maitland-Niles has a 4. Bukayo Saka 7.5. In the middle, that was so non-existent. El Neni, anonymous, bullied at times. He's just not the type of midfielder that I want to see in the first team. He's a good squad player, but not a first team player. You know, for me, Partey makes him look good. Let's be real. Partey makes him look a special player. Especially when Partey is performing. Shame he's injured. But with El Neni, I don't think he doesn't give me any reason to believe in him. And that's due to the fact that he's just not the first team material type of player. And I can see why he went out on loan. But in this game, let's look at the game. Let's look at his attributes. Not enough for me. 4. Dani Ceballos. Gives the ball away. Poor passing. He'll pass to an Arsenal player and then it'll go off for a throw to the opposition. A simple pass. 3 for Dani Ceballos. I didn't see enough to suggest that he's going to run that midfield. At the moment, he couldn't run a bath. 3 for Dani Ceballos. Right, the front 3, Nicola Pepe. Good penalty, but poor. He was poor at his one-to-one battles, and it was easy for Godfrey. Easy shift. He didn't want to take Godfrey on the outside or on the inside. He didn't do enough to beat him. And Godfrey stood him up all the time. The only time, and yet this shot he had on goal was over the bar. So over the bar that I saw an emoji, yeah, and someone looked through their bedroom or living room window and said, "Excuse me," and shouted out for a joke, "Excuse me, mate, can I have my ball back?" That sums up the joke he has been in his performance. In fact, that sums up the performance of Nicola Pepe, and that's a joke. On the other side, who played on the other side? Willian. 1. For the first goal, he did not do enough to close the cross down, which led to Holding scoring an unfortunate own goal. He was just running. He was walking about, and then he tried to press, and then he stops by jogging. For me, I just don't understand why he's in this first team. He has been a sack of crap. A 1 for Willian. In the middle, Nketiah. 2. Despite the fact that he's always putting pressure on the defenders and putting pressure on the goalkeeper, he had an opportunity where he had enough time. All he needed to do is not hit it first time. Take one touch, then hit it. He had enough time to adjust himself and concentrate on hitting the target, but he didn't do that. He just hit. Kieran Tierney did well to cut it back to him, and he's just lashed at it. It was a shocking miss. It was a shocking shot on goal. For me, 2. Lacazette came on. Well, I don't think I'll mark him down. Standard 5, yeah. Joe Willock, he came on. Maitland-Niles puts a cross in, and it would have been a goal from the academy, but Willock's header went wide of the post. I'm going to give him 5.5 for that, and for the fact that he added a little bit more spark into the midfield. That's more than what I can say about Elneny and Ceballos. In fact, I will start Willock every week because he's a little bit better than Elneny right now, and he's a better performer, if not better technically, than Ceballos. And I mean better technically in terms of a technical footballer. He's a good number 8, and you know you need goals in your midfield. Why can't Willock start? I can't understand that. Elneny and Ceballos will not get you more than 4 league goals a season, where there's more of a chance of Willock scoring every time he comes forward in Arsenal's offensive play. But he's got the balance wrong, and this is one of the reasons why he is asking for the sack, because he's tactically naive. I'm going to get onto the manager in a moment. I've done Willock, I've done Lacazette. Martinelli. The return of Martinelli. To be fair, he looked a little bit sharp, but he looked a little bit rusty. I won't mark him. I'll leave him alone. But I think I will start him in the next game at the top of the formation instead of Eddie and Nketiah. He wouldn't get into my squad. Not my personal squad. If it's a 9-man squad, a 9-man substitute bench, he's never getting nowhere near it. Nah, not for me. I'm gonna leave Martinelli's markings out. Right, that's my player ratings done. My substitutions. The manager, 3. Wrong ideas. Wrong tactical ideas. Not playing individual players in their to their strengths. Players playing out of their strengths, out of positions, and this is down to Mikel Arteta's tactical approach. It's fucking shocking. How long? Only God knows how long the board are going to give him. Because Edu did not look impressed the other day, where there was a 2-minute a minute look at him during the last home game, and he's shaking his head like, I am not impressed. I am not happy. Well, we don't know whether that was aimed at Mikel or the players, but I'll tell you what, I am not happy to be an Arsenal fan right now. We have got no arguments. He gets a 3. The ref. Don't mark the ref as such, so I'll give him a 5. You know, it weren't a malicious game. It weren't that much of a malicious game. There was a couple of bookings here and there, but it weren't that much of a malicious game. So I'm going to give him a 5. So that's my player ratings completed, the management and the ref. I'll be back later on, and I'm going to be talking about Arsenal. I'm going to do a video based on Arsenal, and I'm going to say what I exactly want to say. I want to say exactly what's on my mind, and believe me, it ain't going to be nice. It is not going to be nice. I'll tell you that now. So stay tuned. So otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching me and putting up with me again. Yes, it's not a happy note at all. We need change, and that could be the management or the management changing the personnel in the first team. But something has got to change for the best of Arsenal Football Club. I can't emphasize that enough. Otherwise, have a good day. Enjoy what you're doing, and I'm out of here. Be nice. Oh, and before I go, if you got something to say about my player ratings, for an opinion or thoughts, leave it in the comment section below. Please help me by smashing the thumbs up like button, and Could you help me subscribe to my channel, please? That's myself and I only, DLG Reppin. Otherwise, I'm out of here. Be nice.